Hi guys! Welcome to my affordable watch collection. My name is Aviv, and today we're taking a look at the Proxima PX1695, a watch inspired by vintage Seiko watches, powered by a modern automatic Seiko movement. Proxima did send me this watch for free for review, and I don't have to send it back. This will not affect my review, as I am going to point out the cons as well as the pros of this watch. Besides providing the watch, Proxima had nothing to do with the content of this video. The PX1695 costs $188.99 on Proxima's official AliExpress store, and is only available in this colorway. Proxima is a Chinese brand that mixes familiar designs with their own original twists. I have reviewed one of their watches before, the blue Omnion OM16 with the transparent dial. You can check it out through the link I leave in the description of this video and in the top corner of your screen. The watch comes in a hard plastic travel case, like many other AliExpress watches. The watch is kept inside a little microfiber bag, and you do also get a little tool that will help you take the strap off the watch. Let's get the measurements. The width of the case is 38 mm, its thickness is 11.6 mm, the distance between the lugs is 20 mm, lug tip to lug tip is 45.7 mm, and the watch weighs 79 grams. It is water resistant to 200 meters, above and beyond what you'd expect of this type of watch. Textured and patterned dials seem to be very in right now. The Chinese brands picked up on the trend and started coming out with some really interesting dials. This is just the case here. We've got a really nice textured white dial. The indices are all applied, as well as all the individual minute markers. They are all highly polished, dark gunmetal colored rectangles, with some added lumed portions on the hour markers. The 3 o'clock marker is missing, and instead we have a day and date complication window surrounded by a matching colored applied metal frame. Proxima and the unicorn logo are printed in black under the 12 o'clock marker, and automatic is printed above the 6. The hands are stick-shaped and carry the same polished gunmetal look of the markers. The hour and minute hands do have some lume on their centers. The lume applied to the hands and indices is BGW9 Super Luminova. It shines in the familiar bright blue glow, and as you can see, it is nice and evenly applied. In terms of duration, we are looking at a couple of hours of readability before it fades out. Covering the dial is a flat piece of sapphire crystal, treated to some blue-tinted anti-reflective coating applied to its underside. The case is made of 316L stainless steel and features a mixture of finishing. The top side of the case, excluding the fixed bezel, is brushed, while the bezel and the sides of the case are highly polished. Just like on the previous Proxima watch I reviewed, the quality of finishing seems to be very good. There's absolutely no down curve to the hooded lugs, and we will see how it translates to how the watch wears on the wrist in a moment or two. The crown at the 3 o'clock position screws down to help with the water resistance, something you won't find on the vintage Seiko Z homages. It is gnarled for good grip and completely polished on its top. Screw it out and twist up to hand wind the movement. Pull it out once and twist up to set the day of the week, and down to set the day of the month. Pull it all the way out to hack the movement and set the time. The case back is made of stainless steel as well, and it too screws down into place. It features straight line brushing and no engraving whatsoever. The watch is powered by Seiko Instruments NH36. This is the day and date variation of Seiko's NH30 family of automatic movements. It has 24 joules and it beats at 21,600 beats per hour. It hacks and it hand winds and offers 41 hours of power reserve. The stated accuracy coming out of Seiko's factory in Japan is -20 to +40 seconds per day, with this specific movement averaging at +11 seconds per day, according to my tests with the Watch Accuracy Meter app. Now, before we get to the black leather strap the watch comes on, let me just say this. This watch belongs on a bracelet. I don't think it looks half as good on a leather strap than it would on a stainless steel bracelet. Something about the hooded lugs just calls for a bracelet that flares out to the width of the case and tapers down towards the clasp. Proxima did tell me that they are working on one, and I hope it would be available soon. The strap itself is pretty good. It is padded and has contrasting white stitchings that look nice and complement the dial. It comes equipped with a sturdy stainless steel buckle, brushed and polished and non-branded. Let's put it on my 7-inch wrist and see how it wears. The watch's head looks really good, and I really like its size. It really has that vintage vibe. At 11.5-ish millimeters thick, this is not a particularly tall watch, but the non-curving lugs do make it appear tall, with some gap between the watch and my wrist. I still think the leather strap seems a bit out of place, but that might just be me. What do you guys think? The strap does need some breaking in, as it is a bit on the stiff side now that it's brand new. Legibility is very good. The dark colored hands and indices contrast well against the white dial, and the AR coating helps when you're trying to read the time outside in the sun. Just to give you an idea of what it might look like on a bracelet, here it is paired with a bracelet I actually took off one of my Seikos. I do think it looks much better with the hooded lugs. A 5-links bracelet like the ones that came on vintage Seikos would be a great choice too. Let's do the pros and cons. Cons first. The hands seem a bit too short in my opinion. I think each hand can be a millimeter or two longer and maybe a tiny bit thicker. Then they would be better proportioned to the dial. I'm also not a big fan of that unicorn logo on the dial. It looks a bit tacky to me. At least the brand's name isn't ridiculous like some other Chinese brands out there. Other than that, as I've already mentioned, I think it might be worth waiting a while for a bracelet to be available for this watch. On the pro side, this is a good looking watch. It lets you enjoy a retro feeling in a modern package. For under $200, you get a well-finished stainless steel case, an AR-coated sapphire crystal, an interesting dial with plenty of applied elements, an automatic Seiko movement with both day and date, decent lume, and 200 meters of water resistance with a screw-down crown and a screw-down case back. Let me know what you guys think by dropping a comment below. If you're interested in checking this one out for yourselves, I will leave my affiliate link down in the description of this video. This will not cost you anything extra, but will help the channel by generating a small commission. Thanks in advance if you do decide to use it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my affordable watch collection, and hit the notification bell for more affordable watches related content. You can also follow me on Instagram and get to know me and my collection a little bit better, get all the news about the channel, and connect with me on a more personal level. Here is a quick link to my review of the Proxima Omnion and to another video you might enjoy. I want to thank Proxima for sending this watch in for review, and to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.